We've got some breaking news coming in. India's Supreme Court has dismissed a petition seeking an SIT probe into the medical college bribery case. The apex court said, and I quote, "We are not initiating contempt procedure and the matter should stop at this. We have also observed that even we are not above the law." End quote. The order is in connection with the petition seeking an SIT probe into allegations of corruption against a retired Orissa High Court judge that has cast a shadow on the top court. My colleague WION's Jessica Taneja joining me on the phone line for more on that story. Jessica, before we get into what the Supreme Court has said in dismissing the petition, can you bring us up to speed on the specifics of this case? What exactly was the petition that was filed to start with?
Well, Aisha, this case has been interesting from the first day the petition was filed in the apex court. Remember, as you already mentioned there, this petition was seeking an SIT probe into the allegations against, in fact, one of the senior-most judges, where there was a broker who was trying to bribe one of the senior judges in the apex court for getting a favorable order from them on, in fact, the medical college bribery case. So when that comes to light, the apex court today, there were fiery discussions on whether, which constitutional bench would be formed, whether CJI, who's also allegedly, according to the petitioner, also party to this, can he actually be part of this, or would that be conflict of interest? So keeping in mind all the hustle-bustle that has gone around this case, finally, the apex court today said, which was another bench which didn't have the Chief Justice, another bench was headed by Arun J. Mishra. He today said that we need to maintain the integrity of this sacred institution, and a lot of people depend on their final judicial release from the apex court, and perhaps it should never been given that light that there could be any such charges on apex court judges. But what they've clearly pointed out, as you also mentioned there, is that even we are not above law. And it's interesting to point out, Aisha, if the contempt proceedings had gone further, there would have been an investigation, and this case would have become even more complicated.
Right. Jessica, I was going to ask you more about that statement, but you've cleared it up for us. Thanks very much for joining us and bringing us up to speed on that story. For those of you just joining in, this was in relation to India's Supreme Court, which has decided to strike down or dismiss a petition asking for a special investigation team probe into the medical college bribery case.